What up, family? Get news report, man. That's for the man at least. Today is Thirsty Thursday or Thankful Thursday, September the 22nd, 2022. You know, since I don't drink alcohol, I guess I would have to say this Thankful Thursday in my city, Chicago. You know, you have to give people a choice because if they think you are, you know, a saint or you never been through anything, they won't listen to you until they need you. And then they'll be like, oh, I should have listened. See, one thing about me, growing up, I listened to everybody. I hung around a lot of people I shouldn't have hung around, but for the most part, they wasn't the worst type of people as far as hanging. I might have been surrounded by them, but I knew not to hang with them. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like the movie Boys in the Hood when, you know, the guy got out the car before, you know, they went and did some dirt. See, everybody has a choice in life. You have conscious rap, then you have unconscious rap. And I feel as though old school and new school are kind of going back and forth with each other or whatever and stuff. And we cannot talk about them and try to outdo them at the same time because that's not fair to them. Due to the fact, I'm talking about to the younger generation, this generation, or the one younger than this generation, because my generation and me being the originator of rap and the one person who should really be feeling some kind of way due to the fact I didn't get too much of anything out of, you know, as far as, you know, money, property, and prestige and vacations and, you know, stuff that I would love to be doing, vacationing and going to a spa, you know, for real, and feeling comfortable about it and not counting my pennies talking about, am I going to be homeless if I, you know, take this trip to Disneyland or World, something I really wanted to do with, you know, my loved ones, but God had other plans, I guess, you understand what I'm saying, maybe one day. But what I did get out of it is, you know, people evolving on social media, and because of social media and everybody having a phone and the internet and, you know, acting like they know me or don't know me. Either way, I know they do because every time I go out, you know, they make their presence known. Yesterday was International Peace Day. And, you know, I used to be in the house before dark because, you know, I do live in Chicago and they body. You know what I'm saying? But it was dark and I really actually felt comfortable walking down the street. You understand what I'm saying? And I didn't even know it was, you know, International Peace Day. So, you know, I wanted to get back to that. But as far as the younger generation, you know, we can't compete with them and, you know, talk about them. You understand? Because we had our turn, you know, growing up and experiencing in life. And experience is the best teacher. You know, you can have all the cars and clothes and girls or whatever, but when it comes down to it and you don't have that, and you don't have any experience, what did you learn? You understand what I'm saying? Because eventually, people are going to realize that health is wealth and family and your life is the most valuable asset there is. Not your money, not your car, you understand? Not your position. You know, ask anybody in prison who don't have a space, you know, no bigger than this right here. And they done did 20 years and they got a life sentence. You understand what I'm saying? They got everything they need. They get 3 meals a day. They got a bed to sleep in. Sometimes they got a roommate, which is even worse. You understand what I'm saying? Depending on if you like your roommate or not. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. And, me going to prison, I learned a lot. And I realized, I really don't need a whole lot of stuff, for real. If I had gotten rich, I would have just been spending money here, there, and everywhere. Because that's what I was doing when I had a little money. I was just giving, you understand what I'm saying? But now I'm in a position where I have to, budget my money because it's not a whole lot, but I get by, and it's safer for me, especially in this environment that I'm at and in my city, Chicago. And until my city, grows, and it's growing, they building the Barack Obama Center, and it's going to be huge. And they building another building not too far from. So I know it's growing. And if the people grow with the community and see that we're trying to make a difference instead of tearing it down as soon as they put it up, then we can all have something to look forward to. And that's another day on earth. Otherwise, if we keep tearing stuff up and not appreciating, our communities and one another, family, friends, Mary McNamara's, you understand what I'm saying? Then easy come, easy go. And once the real ones are gone, because I am a real one, and you have the people that's growing up, that's younger than this generation now, the young MAs and the little Nas X and the little babies and the dub babies, you understand what I'm saying? This new generation, if you don't teach them, it could be really, really bad. And if we're all not connected and on one accord, because we have to keep it simple. You have to keep it simple. And I know people don't want to hear that, but you have to. Health is wealth. R. Kelly said, and peace is priceless. Remember that health is wealth and peace is priceless, but death is also wealth for the ones, who likes to keep peace. You understand? So the ones out there wilding out, if you are disturbing the peace, you're just making the undertaker that much more wealthy. R. Kelly said he confessed his sins and still didn't find peace. You know why? Because he kept allowing people in his circle, to undermine his position. He was in a boss position, and he allowed people to dictate to him how he should live. And, I guess, once you get a certain age, you're supposed to know better. You know better, you do better. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't railroaded, because I'm still being railroaded. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate, and I'm trying to work that much harder on not being a problematic person as far as to myself. So come, the 25th of this month, September, I'm going to work on, dieting and things of that nature, which is going to make a lot of people mad. I was doing that when I first got here, and I was also going to Planet Fitness, and I let the devils stop me because they came in my room and poisoned my milk. And, I got discouraged. I just went a different route about it. I just started working out in my room, and I'm not as obese as I should be after 5 years. You see, they thought I'd just lay around and get fat. And I was like, no, I'm not that type of person. So I've been multitasking, trying to reach the youth, on Facebook, and hoping that Country Wayne could, reach them. You understand? I don't mind being exploited. I just don't like being taken advantage of, not appreciated. You understand what I'm saying? But my higher power always, gives me, a win, if that's what you want to call it and stuff, So I kind of feel that, because, people don't want to tell you good when they trying to be better. You understand? And we used to uplift one another and stuff. And until we get back to doing that, we're just fooling each other by, faking it, you understand? Because, if people are just around you to come up, eventually that will happen to them also. So yeah, in the beginning I said, I listen to a lot of people because listening is an art. And to this day I still listen and stuff because that's how I knew how to survive and navigate, especially in my city, Chicago and stuff, real talk. And I've been somewhat blessed to not have gone through too much, even though it's been worse since I've been trying to elevate the minds of people who may or may not know how to respond to people such as myself. But thanks to Miss Pat for her show and putting out that real raw content that we all be going through and be one to say. See, a lot of people, they believe in what you're saying, but they're just too scared to say it. But if they put it on TV and somebody can capture their attention, you understand what I'm saying, then, you know, they can get other people to view, you know, what we're probably all going through, but don't want to admit. You understand what I'm saying? And in the Alcoholics Anonymous, they say, who cares to admit complete defeat? No one, right? Nobody wants to be a loser. You understand what I'm saying? But we're not losers. We all winners. We all could have just stood up and we would have won, but we didn't have, a lot of us didn't have the courage or the foresight to see, you know, understand what I'm saying, that we had won. We so used to losing that when we win or somebody try to help us, we don't, you know, take it as a win. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put a lot of conscious rap in this description or whatever and stuff, and I'm gonna get back to doing what I was doing when I first got to my trap building, and that's, you know, doing me. You know, I feel as though after 5 years, people have kind of got a better understanding of who I am. I'm just a regular person. If you're a Mary McNamara and you felt you got cheated out the money, property, and prestige, that was not my fault. That was not my intent. I thought the people that was around me that came up was going to look out because I looked out for them. But it don't always work out like that. You understand what I'm saying? But it's never too late. Don't give up on yourself. And maybe people will see something in you that will spark them to want to help you even more than you are helping yourself, and always believe in a higher power. And you can't go wrong. And there's always going to be haters. They're your best supporters, quiet as kept. People know I don't smoke. I'll be walking down the street, mostly older people, start lighting a cigarette. So I have to walk in the street. And when I look back, I see the look on their face. It's not a look of, you know, I made you walk in the street. It's a look of, I thought you was going to walk through the smoke, but you didn't. You understand what I'm saying? The 23rd Psalm, yea, though I, you know, walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I would fear no evil. But I don't have to walk in the midst of it if God give me a way around it. You understand what I'm saying? So the choice is yours. That's what this is basically about, this video. Choosing the right decision or the worst decision. It's your choice on how you live your life. So that's my take on life. You understand what I'm saying? You know how I do. I break the ball, whatever fall, that's what it is and stuff. Flip that Bible, give you a little inspiration. You may or may not believe in God, but if you believe in somebody other than yourself, meaning if you haven't been happy with yourself and you believe in somebody else, you know, start with them and then build from that. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing fails. That's why you can't always depend on people to be your savior, because when they don't make anything, what happens? You stop believing. Journey got a song, Don't Stop Believing. That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not God. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't win all the time, but my higher power do. But if you keep trying, I guarantee you, you will eventually win. All right? So no matter how many times you lose, you just want to win that one time. That'll make you feel, you know, like a champion. And that's the one. So don't give up. Okay? Real talk. Now let me flip this Bible. Here we go. This is Job chapter 3. 3, 2, 1. All right? The song Jesus Can Work It Out. I'm going to put that in the description also. So this is chapter 3, 4, and 5. It said, at least he has some friends. Jesus has some. And so do me. Okay? I got Mary McNamara. Step y'all game up. Peace.